All right, so we're getting ready to fill saw cuts, the foundation edge, right? It's all jacked up and chipped. Once mixed, get the stuff dumped out, right? We like to pour out beads everywhere, and you'll see it. And then I just go the opposite way, just spread it out and move along. And then we roll after it. That'll help us show, right? Oh, if this spot's thin, it's gonna be really sticky sounding. If it's thick, it's gonna push piles of resin. And so we always like to roll it after that, just to make sure we have uniform thickness everywhere. Roll it. Okay. Okay, so we're getting ready to coat. We got everything dialed. We addressed our foundation edge, grinded that down a lot more. We sanded the whole floor, right? Because it was past our 24, 48-hour window, right? If you test it with your fingernail and it feels like glass, it needs to be sanded, scuffed up before you do another coat. Vacuumed the whole floor, got it all clean. And then the next thing is I taped off the section. So we're gonna do 6-gallon kits at a time. And so 40 square foot a gallon, 6-gallon batch. Trey and Alex are gonna mix 2 3-gallon kits. That's gonna go to here. This is 45 square foot a gallon, or 40 square foot a gallon, right? And then another 6-gallon kit's gonna get us to here. And again, these are measured and figured out at 40 square foot a gallon. And then the last section, we're just mixing 1 3-gallon kit and going into there. Right, we're doing our 6 gallons. That's gonna be our base color, which is gonna be the dolphin gray. And then we're gonna do black highlights. I think we're gonna do 48 ounces of black highlights. So we're gonna spread it out in this section right here, right? Once we get that done, once I start spreading highlights, they mix the other kits. By the time I'm done, we're ready to pour out and do the next section. We're gonna spread base coat out. Leggari, not squeegee. I'm gonna be blending highlights with the Leggari flat squeegee. That's how we're gonna get the cool looks. And then once we blend, or once we spread out with the notch squeegee, we always like to roll it. 3/8 snap roller, de-shedded with tape. And these are from Home Depot. They make the best ones. They shed the least out of all the ones we've used. So Home Depot, just white roller pads, 3/8 snap. And then we got a 9-inch to hit my edges. So spread base coat, roll it real quick, do our highlights, blend the highlights, we disperse it, and that's kind of the process. So So trick with blending is low angle. I'm just trying to blend the surface. I'm not trying to move the resin everywhere. And the more you blend it, the more muddy it'll get. So I'll kind of just pull a couple different angles from one pile, right, everywhere. Kind of get some over there. And we need to get some of this over there. And then I'll go in and fine tune everything, blend in between them. So I'm always taking note of where I need more highlight color, where I have enough. I don't want to just keep pulling highlight color into the same section and have a big old black spot in the floor. Just real light on that surface. What I'm looking for is just bare spots. So I'm gonna go back, fine tune anything I don't like, being real gentle, just blending it in a little bit more. Any of these kind of bare spots, doesn't take much, right? We wanna be real careful when we get this black highlights in a lighter color, not to over blend it. Easiest way to do that is what I did. I just spread the piles out different directions and then came back. All right, so next day, ready to do top coat. So it's a top coat day, and I've always said throughout this project, try to map out every coat that you do to where you can come back in so you don't have to sand the whole floor. So we coated this yesterday, we're coming back in today. Now keep in mind, we always like to blow the rooms out before each coat. If you try to like get your everything done and then blow the room out on right before your top coat, you're probably gonna be blowing chunks of debris from underneath the sheetrock. And so always just start out. After shot blasting vacuum, you blow the room out every coat, just keep stuff clean. And then mixing, we're mixing 2 kits. And so pretty simple process. Same thing as epoxy, we're gonna dump the part A's in first, let it all drain out, tilt them back. You already do that, Trey?
No.
So we're gonna tilt them back, let anything drain out of the handles. And then let that keep draining. And then we got our part B's over here. Once we're ready to mix, add the part B's, mix it up, add the water, mix it up, and then the last thing, if you're doing the grit additive, which we are, gloss with grit additive, we're gonna add the powder in slowly after. And then we always like to strain it into another container or strain it as we're pouring it into the sprayer.